Now we're going to compare again the testimonies of the so-called eyewitnesses that the story says was in the nightclub. Okay, the Pulse nightclub, which has been pointed out by a commentator that it wasn't large enough to have accommodated the amount of persons that were said to be in there. Too small, according to the floor plans. Now then, this piece here comes from Orlando nightclub survivor shot twice speaks out. Alright, now we know that all this, as the chap mentioned about the floor plan, not big enough. Cubic capacity of the building not big enough for the amount of persons in it. We know also, added to that, that this is a pack of lies right in front of our faces. This is not reality that we are looking at. We are looking at a story, and a very badly told story, and a very badly presented story, and it is offensive. We just want to wring their piggy necks. Laughing Boy here says he was shot in the leg twice. He felt no pain whatsoever. Nobody in that cubicle ever felt any pain. They're all macho. I'm going to get onto my mother. Oh look, I've just been shot. Oh bugger, and I've just paid for these ripped jeans. Oh, that cost me $80 for these ripped jeans, and some buggers put a hole in them. That's ruined them now. Oh, hello, Jean. Well, oh, I see you've got a ladder in your tights now through the bullet. Yeah, I know. It's ruined me pig in tights, hasn't it? This is a freaking attitude that they've got in this so-called toilet. Now then, we're going to deal with body that goes missing. Oh yeah. A body goes missing. Okay, laughing chops. Go on.
Praying and just saying that this can't be my last moments here. Like, this can't be what's going to happen right now. It's still very surreal.
I cannot even imagine. And then the gunman came into the bathroom.
Actually, a victim made his way into the bathroom first. I guess he was trying to get away, and he...
So a victim came into the bathroom. A victim came into the bathroom. Alright? He's seen this. There's no mistaking it. He's seen it. He's made the statement. This is Stephen Fernandez, isn't it? Do you know, I was just thinking of something then. Okay, Fernandez. Can you hear? It's an ABBA song, isn't it, Fernandez? Eh? It's a Mickey again. Further.
Had gotten hit already.
So he was following that person into the bathroom.
We didn't really put two and two together right away, but the person was so injured that he automatically fell to the floor.
So he automatically fell to the floor, being so badly injured. Okay, being so badly injured he fell to the floor. Okay. Alright, got that. Okay, so we got the scene. The man has hit the door and he's fell like a fly onto the floor because he's so badly injured he hits the floor. Okay, statement of fact.
And I was one of the closest people to the front where you could see the space he was laying.
So you were one of the closest. Okay, get that out of the way. Closest people to the front. Okay, even though you claim that you came in at the head of 15 other persons, so 15 others, well sorry, 10 to 15 others you said, were behind you. So how can you be at the front? Who would allow you to be at the front? Alright? Still, you've got this chap on the floor.
Underneath. We were trying to get him to be able to come into the stall, but there was so many people that there was no way of being able to get him in. So I was just consoling him and, you know, telling him, you know, just make sure you like breathe and be quiet.
So, he was consoling the guy. Others naturally witnessed this. Okay, what was going on? Right, okay, carry on.
Quiet so that he doesn't hear us, or, you know, so nothing worse happens. And I just told him to look me in the eye and just relax. And I'll remember this forever. He just looked me in the eye and he's like, I don't want to die. At that moment, the shooter came in and fired another. Well, at that moment, he fired another shot at the gentleman who was on the floor.
Can we just go back one? Because didn't he say that he was going to pull the guy under the door?
Of being able to get him in. So I was just consoling him and underneath. We were trying to get him to be able to come into the stall, but
we were trying to get him into the stall. Right.
There was so many people that there was no way.
There were so many people that there was no way. What was that? No way what?
Of being able to get him in.
Of being able to get him in. Okay. Get him in. Okay, we'll leave it at that for the moment. So we've established, right, let's just stop that there a second. We've established that there was a man, a victim came into the bathroom, alright, according to Stephen Fernandez that we just listened to. And the fella automatically fell to the floor, okay, being so injured. That he was the closest one to the door. So he attended to the guy, and others saw him attending to the guy, speaking to him, to tell him to calm down, not to let the gunman know that they were in the toilet, even though the door was big and shut, unlocked. And that they couldn't get the body under. They couldn't get the body under. That's he and others couldn't get the body under the door. There's too many persons in that cubicle. Right? We've got this picture. This is another chap. Was in the cubicle. And he tells us that he was at the front. So he would have been with Stephen Fernandez, okay? With the body. Telling us how Fernandez talked to the guy, how the guy came in, hit the door, fell to the ground, and how Fernandez talked to the man, and he and Fernandez, and maybe others, tried to get the man under the door, okay? For that gap. Okay, and Fernandez tried to calm him down. But they couldn't get him in because there was too many persons in the cubicle already. Okay, that should be his testimony. Is it? Oh, this is taken from full press conference. 2 Orlando shooting victims speak out. Deadly attack. CNN. Let's see if his story's the same.
Whose it was, but I felt like it was my friend's Jeff because he was hit right around here. I could see a bullet hole right here. He was sweating, just looked overall really weak and in bad condition. And my thought process was, you know, do we stay here and wait for the shooter to come back, or do we try to leave? So I tried maneuvering so I can exit underneath the stall, but then people, they were like, no, stay here, don't go anywhere, because you will get killed. So I stayed there for a little while longer, but everything just kind of quieted down, and all I heard was police chatter on the radio from the distance. I didn't hear any more gunfire. So at that point, I decided to, little by little, drag myself underneath the stall to exit the handicap stall where we were. Once I got out of there, I saw that there was a body in front of the door on the opposite side.
Oh, you saw that there was a body at a door on the opposite side. A body. What about this first statement that this first witness, with you in that cubicle? Where's this body gone? You didn't say, oh, it was a chap that was at the door, did you? That Fernandez was speaking to. You didn't say that. You didn't say the gunman must have dragged the body. For what purpose is to the entrance door? Because there's only a picking entrance door there, isn't there? Into the toilet. No, you never mentioned anything. And we'll see some other footage in a moment, in another video, where the whole thing again, he doesn't mention anybody at the door and Fernandez speaking to that body. Just conclude it.
I didn't see anyone else around, so I couldn't walk, so I had to drag myself out of the bathroom toward the bar area where I was initially.
Okay, I think we've heard enough. There's no body. How the hell can you stand in the cubicle and say, oh, I'm talking to this man who hit the pigging door, went down, and I tried to console him and tell him that don't, just calm down, don't let the gunman know we're in here. Okay, totally absurd. And then next minute the body's gone. Except there's a body over where the entrance door is. And this thing gets deeper and deeper, the hypocrisy, the lies, the deceit. These vermin, absolute vermin. And by the way, I've worked in pigging hospitals and I've had to deal with the persons, with others, of those that have come out of theatre. And there is no way upon Fuller's earth this fella has been in theatre. Absolutely no way. Apart from the fact that he's dressed in his own clothes, which would never be. He doesn't represent anything that I have ever seen coming out of a theatre into intensive care on a machine until they got themselves levelled off, fit for the main ward, and a bed allocated for the main ward, and then they are taken down to the main ward once they're fit to do so, which could be a few hours, it could be a day. Boarded into a bed, okay, generally boards put between the two beds, and you pull them along with the sheet. You move the sheet and all the how would you say, when the bowels go, anyhow, and they're there on the morphine. Hello, morphine. Doesn't need morphine, this guy, for pain. There's no pain. There's never been any pain in any of this. Every bugger gets shot and nobody ever gets in pain. He wouldn't be sitting up like this, I can tell you. Not for another, at least, week and a half? And he still wouldn't be able to speak the way he's speaking. His mind would be in turmoil. His thoughts wouldn't. His mind rather wouldn't be able to put the words into his mouth that he has. He'd be stuttering. And he'd be trying to find the words. He'd still be in trauma. It's a lot of crap, this lot. Well, we'll come back to this. The body's missing, according to this chap. From the door, nobody's had any conversation with the guy because there's nobody at the door, there's nobody hits the door, nobody goes down to the door, according to this guy. But the other guy, yeah, Fernandez says yes. So who's telling the truth? None of them. Because we can't decide who's telling the truth, therefore these two statements cancel one another out, don't they? Because this can't be the truth, the other can't be the truth. So what's left? Nout. Nothing at all. They cancel themselves out simply by being contrary one to the other.